This is Vinnie Tartamella. You also know me as Vinnieart on all social media. And today we are reviewing a pretty damn cool piece. This is from Neca. And this is, Silence of the Lambs, Dr. Hannibal Lecter. And this was a pretty cool surprise. So he's a re-release, and it looks like they added some stuff and fixed some problems that the original figure had. So we're going to be getting into it. I vaguely remember the original. It came out so long ago, and I knew someone who had it. But what I do recall, he did not have three heads. At least I don't remember him having three heads. But so they gave him those extras. His ankles are ball jointed, and the joints feel, what's there feels a lot better than the original. So yeah, we're going to be getting into this. Again, it says action figure, but it's technically not an action figure. So this guy is, he's a little statue. So yeah, the packaging's awesome. You could hit pause if you want to read some of that on the back. And here's some of the extra info on the bottom, MGM. There's the barcode if you need it, and the other numbers, the people involved in making the figure. So, all right, so this guy out of the package, it's basically a shrunk down person, you know? This is a little Anthony Hopkins from the movie Silence of the Lambs, and I gotta say, this thing is so cool. I love the sculpt work on this. From when I originally saw it to today, and, whatever process they use now, it's not that far off from the original, but everything looks a lot cleaner. He's got blood splattered all over him, so whatever, but you know what I'm saying. The actual sculpt and the paint itself is very clean, and like I said, this thing is pretty cool. So we're going to be breaking into it. Like I said, he's very limited. He's got maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation at best, and like I said, it's more of a statue. But if you're a horror fan, and again, a fan of this movie or this character or Anthony Hopkins, you're probably not going to want to miss out on this. So again, first impressions are fantastic. That head sculpt is amazing. The paint job they have on it, absolutely killer. I love that that kind of glossy looking blood on there, almost like the candy apple red kind of, so it still looks wet. Like, they did a damn good job. Accessories wise, he does come with that billy club that is separate in the packaging, by the way. I'm going to show you the other stuff too, and I like the kind of display that he has. So like I said, this is a perfect figure, especially if you're a horror fan. I can't say it enough times, and if you're a fan of this movie. If you're not, then yeah, I can understand passing by this one. But I found him at Walmart for about $35, somewhere around there. So pretty good. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to show you a better look at the details, and again, the expression on his face. It's great. It's absolutely great. And that's like playing with lighting is really cool. If you're a photographer, you're really gonna love this figure, because you could do some pretty cool setups, I think, with this. So his head is on a ball joint, and that's the extent of what you're really gonna get to get anything dynamic. His arm goes up, back, all the way around. That's it. No ball joint, nothing like that. No waist. And his feet, they both have they got ball joints in them, but obviously they're not going to be a big range. It's just so you could kind of balance them properly and utilize the peg that's in the base and the hole in his foot. So yeah, he's got a hole in each foot. I believe the original figure only had the one, if I remember correctly, but like I said, it's been years. So here are the other two head sculpts. One is really good, and one is pretty awful, I think. This is the awful one. The side profiles are good. The front profile, or the front shot, is awful. Absolutely awful. I don't know. It's something with the mouth, and I don't know, the width of his head. Something is wrong. But side profile was good on that. But so 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And like I said, look, that looks awful. That's not Anthony Hopkins. That's his brother Billy Hopkins. I don't know. It's wrong. You know, I try to play with the lighting to see what you can get out of it. Some of the eyes, it's kind of there, but something is just completely off, I think, front on. Anyway, I try to move it around different areas. It doesn't even sit right. Like, it's too high up on the neck. So, yeah, that's not going to be used. But this one is actually really good. I like it, because in this scene, too, as he starts to take out the two officers and he makes his escape, yeah, he's got a very kind of, again, he's a psychopath. He's a murderer. So he had like a blank expression on his face, you know, other than extreme violence with the other one, with, you know, that kind of bloodlust as he was beating the cop. So, yeah, like I said, this is, I like what they have here. It's very true to the character. So, pretty awesome. And yeah, like I said, this is separate, so you could rotate it however you want to put the billy club in his hand. From the clip of the movie, it is pointed downward. So that's why I had it like that. But yeah, here's the base itself. Now, I thought this looked pretty cool. So, not bad. The sculpt of his, the food tray and everything. He ordered his lamb chops extra raw. And yeah, there's like the little switchblade, the cop's keys, all that kind of good stuff. So like I said, the attention to detail is there. The Asian rug, or the Oriental rug, however they call it, there's a part of that. The other thing they left out was his artwork, that kind of rolled up stuff, but technically you don't really need it. But yeah, like I said, this looks damn good. The whole setup together, this is something you're definitely going to be putting like in a display case or something along those lines. So if you're looking for an affordable representation of this character from, again, an amazingly popular movie, and again, an Oscar-winning movie. I believe it was, he got the Oscar, Jodie Foster got one, and I think the director, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure I got Best Picture as well, but yeah, an incredible movie if you haven't seen it, so go check that out. But yeah, me personally, I love Red Dragon as well, so I thought that was excellent. The remake, the original was Manhunter, and it was a different actor, but yeah, they redid it after Hannibal, and now you can have like the 3 with Anthony Hopkins, and it's pretty incredible. So of course he needed a cop to beat down, so poor Alex Murphy, aka RoboCop, he's going to be getting beaten here, because it's the closest I have to an officer that kind of works properly here. Although I do have the T1000, he could be a pretty good substitute as well. But again, it's NECA, so they're all in scale. So if you do want to use those figures and recreate the scene, I'm pretty sure you could do that. So not a problem. He's not going to get a specific proper rating like all my other figures. I'm just going to say, if you're a fan of the movie and all that, and a horror fan, and you like Anthony Hopkins, he's pretty perfect. You're not going to get much better than this. There was one other figure that came out years ago. I can't remember if it was McFarlane Toys or if it was NECA, but he's wrapped up like in like the trolley thing with the mask on. That's another statue, but again, still awesome. But those are your 2 options for something like this. And right now, this guy's affordable because he's been re-released. So go check your Walmarts, Target. They usually carry stuff like this. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. Remember to hit like and subscribe. Until next time. Be sure to pick up my Volume 3 art book as well. This thing is perfect bound, 64 pages. Absolutely amazing. So you don't want to miss out on this one. Again, this is the Volume 3. It's available right now in Indiegogo for a limited time. Yeah, more information soon on some of my other projects. And yeah, upcoming stuff. There's also going to be a sneak peek at City Venus 2 in this book. So yeah, you're not going to want to miss this at all. Like I said, this is going to be the next major comic book that I am releasing. This one's going to be around 52 pages. Hi, for anyone looking for some amazing comic books, this is part of my collection. I am the artist and creator of Shadow of the Kraken. This is a beautiful pirate story, 52 pages, beautiful artwork. Yeah, everything you need out of a great pirate story, you're right here. We have City of Venus. It's a futuristic story, also another one that I totally created. Beautiful, if you love kind of post-apocalyptic worlds, beautiful women, sci-fi, action. This has a little bit of everything in it. So if you're looking for that, on that campaign, you could also get, for a limited time, volume 1 and 2 of my art books. These are loaded with amazing images, 52 pages each. Yeah, they got pretty much everything you need in there. And we have, of course, hardcover book. This is Through the Woods, co-created and written by Frankie Tartamella, my brother, and yeah, I did all the artwork. This is 100 pages. You get the entire story in here, beginning, middle, end. You get all of it, and it is truly amazing. So if you're looking for a great ghost story, this is definitely the book for you. Just click the link in the descriptions, and yeah, these books ship immediately.